set up Tides of War, you're going to place the game board and randomly select or selectively select 4 locations and place them in the middle of the table. Then you'll put the phase tracker icon on the beginning phase of the game board, along with the 4 frontline tracker pieces in their starting location in the middle of each location. Then place the strategic location tokens into each corresponding spot on the locations, and the pile of command tokens off to the side of the board where both generals can fit. Lastly, you'll shuffle all of the units and tactics cards and the 2 commander decks and place them in their starting spots on the board. Tides of War is played over 8 phases, 4 commander phases and 4 units and tactics phases. You can see who begins each round by the arrow designating which player will start the round first. Periodically, bonus command points are given at the start of commander rounds. This is signified by the command point symbol at the top of that round. In the commander phase, generals draw from their own commander decks the number of cards as designated on the game board. Commanders are distinguished by having a white background and will generally give command points and stronger bonus effects for scoring and movement for the rest of the game. Generals will alternate placing their commanders on the locations of their choice. Once a commander card is played, the general will collect any immediate rewards as designated by that card. Each location can have a max of 3 commanders, and they cannot be played on top of each other. When generals have only 1 card left in their hand, that card is discarded to the commander discard pile and will not be used in this game. In the units and tactics phases, generals will draw 8 cards from the shared units and tactics decks found on the game board. Units and tactics cards have a cost associated with them that can be found on the top left corner of the card. Generals will spend command points to play cards that have a cost. If ever generals do not have enough command points or want to make sure that an opponent can't play a card against them, the general can discard a card to claim 1 command point from the supply. Units and tactics cards have to be played on top of a commander card or another units and tactics card. Remember though, each commander card can only have 4 units and tactics played on top of it, so choose carefully. After each general has played their card, they will exchange their hands before playing another card. The best of generals will be on the lookout for the needs of their armies, but also what they're passing to their opponent. When generals have only 1 card left in their hand, that card is discarded to the unit and tactics discard pile and will not be used in this game. During the game, command points will move frequently from the pile to each general's supply. There are a finite number of command points in the game, 13 to be exact. If at any point command points are to be collected and the supply is out, then the general's opponent must give command points from their personal supply, 1 at a time, until the general receiving command points has more command points than their opponent. Units and tactics cards come in multiple types: gray, purple, orange, green, and blue. Gray cards are the main focus of your army. They are the ones that move the front lines forward and backwards as you play in the game. Purple cards are a focus on capturing and holding strategic locations, either from the locations themselves or by stealing locations from your opponent. Orange cards grant command points that you will be able to use to buy better cards later in the game. Green cards are used as gas attacks. These cards are played to remove your opponent's cards from play and to reverse the effects of those cards. And lastly, the blue cards are the wide array of uses, from protecting cards or granting special abilities that can get you rewards and battle points at the end of the game. After an effect card is played, anytime the condition or the bottom half of the symbol is met, then the general is rewarded with the action at the top of the card. For example, if a card or campaign says gain ground per purple card played, and a purple card is then played in that location, then a bonus gain ground is awarded for that action. Very similarly, there are cards that have gain ground per commander conditions. These will allow the frontline tracker to be moved 1 space toward you for every enemy commander played in that location. Other cards will grant you command points as soon as the conditions have been met, such as enemy commander cards or certain color of cards being played after the fact. A very specific blue card will allow gas attack defense. Any symbol that has a gas attack with a red circle slash through it means that card of that designated color cannot be discarded in the event of a gas attack and is safe. There are cards that have effects that resolve at the game's end. These almost always have to do with Valor points. For example, Valor points can be awarded for winning a location, for playing certain cards, or for having a certain amount of strategic locations. So how do you win? Well, in Tides of War, you're going to be collecting the most Valor points possible by the end of the 8 phases. Generals can collect Valor in 3 ways. Locations award Valor by having the frontline tracker closer to you at the end of the game. The Valor and any other bonuses are only awarded to the general that wins that specific location. Strategic locations are worth 3 Valor points each and are captured throughout the game. Valor can also be awarded by commander and units and tactics cards in 2 different ways. Some cards award Valor directly by being played, while others are dependent on conditions such as winning the location where this card is played. Other cards require sets. In counting card sets, each card in the campaign where the set is designated can only be counted once. For every complete set, the player is awarded that designated number of Valor. The player with the most Valor at the end is declared the victor.